What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a review of the Kranzle 1622 total shutoff. I've had it for about 8 months now. Got it right when it first came out, and my first high quality pressure washer, electric pressure washer that I've owned, and overall I'm extremely happy with it. It's got some killer features, and we're going to learn about the tips and what I think helps make this pressure washer more enjoyable and easier to use, as well as more convenient. So let's dive right in and get started. All right, now that we got a little closer look, we're going to dive right in. First, I'll talk about some of the nice features like the visible oil sight glass. That makes it nice so you can tell how clean your oil is and if the level is correct. And then this nice metal frame really makes it sturdy for, especially, I mean, this is a heavy unit. My girlfriend can't even pick it up. It should literally, if I have to move it, it's me moving it. And then we'll talk about the adjustable flow. The adjustable flow is nice. I don't use it very often, but I could see how in some cases, depending on what you're pressure washing, it can be useful. And then the pressure gauge. The glycerin pressure gauge is very nice. I'll tip it over just so you can see. It gives a really accurate rating of the PSI, and is really nice for when you're checking nozzles. So you want like a specific flow, so you make sure that you're not going to hurt the paint on a car. It can be really important to know that. So it makes it nice for that, and so you can read what pressure for a foam cannon. So foam cannons have like an ideal specification of 2 different PSIs that'll work best for it, and that is going to be nice with this glycerin gauge, so you can tell if you're within that spec. Now over here on the back of the Kranzle unit, we have this hole. Now originally this was all flat, so what I'm going to do here is pop this out. You can see all this was one piece. This was all blue, all that plastic. What we did was we drilled it out to to put this gasket in here. So when you're detailing, you only use a certain amount of tips. I typically use the white tip, which is the widest tip, and then I use the degree below that, which is the, I believe, the 25 degree is what I use. So I have both tips on the job site, and these are specific to this pressure washer. So these are 3.5 sized orifice inside here, and that's going to be a big difference between like some of the cheaper units that come with tips. You aren't going to be able to use them because this is a bigger or more powerful pressure washer. So you're going to want to use the right or the appropriate orifice tips with your unit. So keep that in mind when you're going to buy one of these. Okay, now that we have the rubber gasket back in there, I'm going to show you that this is what I do. I keep this spare tip in this spot right here, and see it's really snug. That way it's not going to come out. I mean, I'm hitting the back of it and it's not even budging. And this plastic is very rigid, so it's not going to break or come apart. So that makes it really nice. So you have all the tools you need on the job site. You know, you don't want to be losing this. This is a pretty easy tip to lose, you know, because they're so small. But just something nice that I wanted to mention that I did learn and decided to try out, and it works great. We'll go ahead and put the included glycerin gauge cover back on. Then you can see I have this MTM Hydro front quick connect for my pressure washer hose. The hose that comes with it, depending on what kit you buy, is just not long enough for proper detailing. So what I did was I purchased this MTM Hydro quick connect for the front, and that way I can use whatever hose I want. I prefer a 50-foot hose, and it's plenty of room to go around a car, truck, whatever you need, and just makes everything a little bit nicer to mess with. The cord is included and is very long, which makes it nice, so you don't have to worry about using a billion extension cords. I still use an extension cord because it's less of a pain to wind up. But I do have this little wire tie here that makes it nice for just quick tie down, wrap around, and it's all looped up again. And then moving on to the other side, we're going to talk about the total shutoff. Total shutoff is about as perfect as you can be. I mean, it is freaking awesome. It does not hesitate at all. When you release that trigger, it's off. I mean, it's awesome. It is the best total shutoff system I've ever seen. And then up here, I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to talk to you about the Quick Connect garden hose. I always thought it was kind of gimmicky to use these hoses. These hose Quick Connects, I thought, yeah, it's not that worth it. But if you're using your own hoses, you're trying to save as much time as possible. These MTM stainless steel Quick Connects are killer. Now the setup process is pretty tedious. You have to make sure the gaskets are perfectly aligned when you're screwing these on. But man, once they're on there, I mean, it's pretty sweet. They're super fast to just click right on and click right off. It's something to watch. Actually, let me show you real quick. You can see I just use it for my regular garden sprayer, and it's, you know, just a cheap little garden sprayer, nothing fancy, but it does the job. And then quick connect off, set that aside. And then I want to go to hook up my pressure washer, see if I can. It's all stainless steel, ball bearings on the inside. Let's see, how many is that? That's 6 ball bearings, pretty standard. Now let's go ahead and hook it up. And bam, you're done. You turn on the water and it's ready to go. It's really easy. I mean, it's way faster than screwing it on every time, and can be kind of a pain in the butt. But it's nice because, you know, you think about the time that you screw this onto this, and then the time that you take it, unscrew it, and then put it onto this. You know, you save 20 seconds, 30 seconds every time you do that. If you're detailing all the time, I mean, that says something. But yeah, if you're in the market for a new pressure washer and having trouble deciding if you really want to spend the money, I was right in your situation. I, you know, was on the edge, didn't want to spend the money, and was kind of hesitant on really, is it worth it? Let me tell you right now, this thing is definitely worth it. I mean, the pressure and stuff that you get out of this compared to the cheapo $100 pressure washers is not even comparable. And another neat thing is the decibel rating. The decibels on this is significantly less than the ones, the cheaper ones, that even if they have the auto shut off and stuff, the thing is whisper quiet, and it's got a nice, like, not irritating sound. It's like a little, like, hum compared to like a scream of the cheaper ones. So it's a lot more satisfying to use and not as irritating to listen to over extended periods of time. But yeah, so this is the unit. I'd give this, out of 10, I'd give this a 9.5. Only because, not a 10 because it's just so expensive, and I realize that not everybody can afford one of these. But if it's a business investment or just something that you know, have to have the best tools and can appreciate longevity and over bargain, this is the unit to go with. This thing is a killer unit. I love using it. Every time I plug it in, I get excited to use it. You know, I love showing my friends, my neighbors, but it's not about that. It's about the experience and your fascination with it. It's, you know, a passion of mine to detail, and I don't regret buying it in a heartbeat. I'd buy another one. But yes, it's 8 months of ownership. I haven't regretted a single thing. Definitely would suggest trying out these add-ons if you're looking to use it seriously, and my tip. But let me know what you guys think. Like and share the video if you found this useful or interesting. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.